This is...
It's Jaylyn. Jaylyn. Oh, is you using your phone? I'm sorry, it's Jaylyn.
You know we're broke. We don't have money for cameras.
I thought you were using that shit. I'm like,
that shit doesn't record. That's a camera for my fucking back seat.
I'm sorry, man.
So I can see the fucking rear of me, make sure no one's crashing into me. I'm Raphael. This is Jaylyn. This is our podcast that we haven't named yet, but I'm pretty sure the name of it's going to be Some Dopes because I can't think of a better name yet.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful Monday out here, y'all. I just had my first day of school. That shit is fucking good. It is so good to get out the fucking house for a goddamn reason other than just work or having to force myself out to see people that I think that I only kind of like.
Yeah.
But I love all of you. But it's just so good to be able to go somewhere productive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Bro, I went to the fucking library today at school and they had they have a laptop rental service at Pierce.
Did you get a laptop?
Part of the story is that fucking piece of shit. I went to the library and I just happened to, I'm like, I need a laptop, right? Bro, it was like the second to last laptop they gave to me.
Oh, you got lucky.
Yes, man, lucky AF, bro. And then the bitch gave the homie behind me one, and then went on lunch and told everyone else they couldn't get one. It was like 3 more people behind me that needed one.
You got luckier than a mug, bro.
Yo, man, life is all about what you be doing at the moments, man.
You can only have it for like the semester?
Until the end of the semester, so the last day of fucking school. But for now, I can use that bitch for homework and shit. That shit is fire.
That's pretty cool.
First day of school, very productive. No bad bitches.
That's a shame.
No 10s.
I thought you said on the phone that there were bad bitches.
There are, but it's like
they were with their friends or something?
Yeah, and it's like really, like I'm looking for 10s.
Too picky, man.
I'm spoiled, man.
He's too picky.
I'm spoiled. I've been with this. I just got out of a relationship, like a 4-5 year relationship with this girl, who I happen to think was a 10.
You think
so it's like
you think your ex is a 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
But, anyways, yeah, I think she's a 10. So it's like I'm spoiled and shit. So I want to go find a fucking 10. Like I need to. I don't want to. She was a 10.
Slipped and said her name.
I know. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. She was a 10 and she had a fat ass, bro. So it's like I can't just downgrade to nothing. You know what I mean?
She was cool.
It's like you can't, man. You can't.
I think his ex was pretty good. I think she's attractive. She's straight. Yeah, no.
You do, huh?
But he's too picky. He needs an angel.
Bro, this dude.
He needs a girl with big titties, big ass, beautiful face, perfect height, everything.
Why would you wait? Okay.
Latina.
People hearing this. Would you rather shoot your shot at every would you have a shotgun spread and shoot at every fucking thing you see that's like a 6 or higher, like this guy, or only shoot at 9s and 10s who really interest you like me?
If you shoot at 9s and 10s, 99.9% chances you're getting rejected. Not you, I'm saying in general. If you shoot at 10s, 99.9, they can get any guy they want. 10s, they wake up with 100 niggas on their phone. These dudes, they got money, they got a car, they tall as fuck, blue eyes, they built and shit, buff as fuck. They're anything this chick has ever asked for. If you shoot at these chicks, there's a great chance you're not gonna get them. And I'm not talking about you, I'm talking about me, I'm talking about like most dudes, unless they live like
unfortunate we live Trey Songz. It's unfortunate we live in the time of Instagram models and shit like that. Yeah, because that shit has totally killed it.
And they get dudes paying them, bro. Dudes be giving them money and shit
to do all this crazy.
What's the app that chicks make where dudes give them money and it's like chicks
Tinder?
It's this other app where they make videos and like
OnlyFans.
Yeah, these chicks be making.
I don't know that because I'm on it. I only know that because I got homies who are on it.
Man, they get a shitload they get a lot of money on these things. Not even I'm gonna let you know,
bro. It's not even like that. Random girls on Instagram get hit up for shit. Case in point, how I know my girl was a 10, bro. I was with her one time, and she got a DM. No, I swear to God, I swear to the truth. She got a DM that said, "Can I get fishnet pics or feet pics? $25."
One DM, right?
Yeah.
And that's how you know she's a 10.
Bro, it's like, okay, she hasn't had Instagram for that long. She only has like 200 followers, 300 followers.
So she gets one message about some weird motherfucker saying fishnet pics.
How many have you gotten? I haven't gotten any. People asking for me pics of me.
But we're God.
Period, dude. Like straight up.
See, the thing he fails to understand, men and women are on a whole different like
What time is it, by the way?
dimension. You know, like
When it comes to the dating game,
4:30.
I got you 4:15 or 5:15. When it comes to the dating game, you're right. It's two different dimensions. Like it's no fucking way
It's
about.
lopsided.
There's no fucking. It's very lopsided
a basic
game.
chick can get like. I'm gonna be real with y'all. My brother made a fake account like plenty of times, and some of the chicks were like probably like basic. He was just testing it out, and when he made the app, like the account, the girl's account, the app that he created, like the account he created had like 200 messages before it hit nighttime. You know, like the same day it had like 200 messages, and then the next day
That's cap.
I swear to God.
That's cap.
I swear to God.
200 messages.
I swear
Your
to
brother
God.
not? Did he use pictures of him or pictures
No.
of like
A girl. It was a girl, but it was like a decent girl. She was like the girl was like 7. My brother.
See,
he
that's
doesn't get,
different.
He doesn't
I
get,
thought we were talking about him posting like him and
Did
getting
you
200
get
messages.
So are you saying somebody asked you for fishnet pics?
No.
It was your ex, right?
Yes, I was with her, sitting
Right.
right here. She was right there, and said, "Yo, babe, look at this."
Okay.
And I was like, "Whoa!"
And that's how you know she's a 10?
That's other thing. She's also
Chicks-
gorgeous and has a fat ass.
It's like even like an unattractive chick would get like some awkward, weird request like that. The guys will go to the lowest of the low.
That's so
Trust me.
weird.
They go to even fat chicks to ask that. Fat chicks get paid. I'm telling a fat chick can get probably more dudes than I can get girls. And I'm not the ugliest dude in the world. I think I'm basic.
You know what
right
it is?
now, but-
I've always heard the ugliest girls have the most bodies. From
Body.
all my girl homies, they
Yeah.
all tell me their ugly homies get hella dick, or their ugly girlfriends get hella dick.
Yeah.
What is it about that?
It's 'cause,
People love fucking like the musty shit.
Even ugly chicks like they
We're not
they have
amazing. We're
options.
not amazing, but we're not like
Yeah,
ugly. You know,
yeah.
we're not the best. We're not the best. We're not the worst.
We can still go
By a
out and probably
fucking
pull
long
a chick.
shot. Yeah.
You know, but even
Matter of fact,
unattractive
speaking of which,
chicks, you know.
where are we right now?
At the
don't.
mall.
Yeah, I was about to say, don't say what mall, but we're at a mall. You know, after this shit, this is where we go shoot our shot.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm a pretty big pussy. I've never done stuff like that before I met this dude. Like I said, I've been in a 4 or 5 year relationship, 4 or 5 year long relationship, and then it just kind of ended.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of getting out of a marriage, you know?
Yeah.
Like it was kind of getting divorced. I had to kind of get back into the game. And he was the perfect friend to have at the time because he's always like, let's just go to the mall, let's go to Ralph's, let's fucking talk to a pretty girl, you know?
Yeah.
And that shit, man, it can be nerve-wracking sometimes. Like you could walk up to someone and like very pretty,
Yeah.
especially because like he said, I only walk up to 9s and 10s. I'm a spoiled ass brat. Like it's it could be very intimidating sometimes.
Very. Even for me, I've been doing it for years. I still get a little nervous.
I always ask you what your first opening line is. Like, what would you give the people a gem? What is like what, like just like let's say like you're just tapping a girl on the shoulder and you on the shoulder, and you just need to say like what hella is it? Hello, where are you from? Hey, do you work here? Are you from around here? What is it? What do you say?
Usually, when I go up to a girl, it's like on the spot. So whatever comes out of my mouth, it's literally like I'm like freestyling. So it's like, yeah, I know you could like prepare. I used to prepare, but like now I just freestyle. But usually what I say is like, hey, are you from around here? I make it seem like I'm new to the area. Like, oh, I just moved here like probably like 2 weeks ago.
I need notes.
So, you know, I just moved here. So they see it as like, okay, he's innocent. He's probably trying to make friends. That's how you get into her aura. Because all these chicks, they're here for a reason.
Yo, that's the word of the day.
You know what I'm saying?
Aura.
Like, you know,
Aura.
They have, think of it like this. These chicks got force fields. Right?
They got a bubble.
You know, these chicks
I admit
are here
it.
to shop. They're here to probably meet a friend. They're not really here to get dudes. That's for clubs.
The mall
and
is that
bars
way, in
and
case
shit.
y'all didn't notice.
You know, this shit is for like other things. And they're not really thinking like, oh, I want to talk to guys. They can go to a club or a bar if they really want to get into that. Like social places. This isn't really social, right? You know, so you have to break through that bubble they have because they're already here for a reason. You have to, well, how can I say it? I don't know how to say it.
You gotta like attract them almost. You have to attract them to you.
You have to like, yeah, you know, you have to You have to
give him a reason
there.
to stop.
Yeah, you know, you have to come off a little friendly.
But you said your best opening line is,
you know,
hey, where you from? I'm not from around here.
That's my number one.
That's your number one.
My number two.
I run with that one.
Know,
I run with that one. Where you from? Are you around here? I just moved here.
Yeah.
I'm new to this mall.
Yeah.
Can I get your number?
See, it seems friendly.
That's super easy.
But that transition is very hard.
It's like what you do once you get the number.
It's like
that matters, huh?
Yeah, like it's so many.
How do you even go past that?
So many things, because it's like
that's a whole other ballgame. That's basketball to fucking baseball.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Like getting the number, and then what do you do once you meet her is like a whole different ball. It's like a whole different ballgame.
So if you do get the number, most likely you're not gonna meet the chick. She's either not gonna reply, or you guys are gonna fall off in a day or 2 or 3 days, and you're not gonna meet the girl unless you were talking to her for like 30 minutes and you created a great bond where you guys are both having a great time. If you just went up to the chick for like 2 seconds, it's like, hey, she's gonna forget about you.
But how do you meet new people? How do what is the best way? Go to your local mall, the grocery store, just walk outside on the sidewalk? What do you do?
For me, I just like grocery store, mall. But the best way to do it, I would say school. But it is tricky because you do like, when you say school, do you mean class, or do you mean like just on the grounds, like just outside of class?
Both. Because in class, it's like I have a chance to like talk to you and like know your name, and like we already in the same setting.
Yeah.
It's much easier than just on the grounds, me having to come up to you and introduce myself. You know, you've probably already heard my name being called in class.
See, there's a pro and a con for both of them, because
you want to know a big con? My first name is technically Ed, and I go by Raphael, my middle name. So when the teacher calls out my first name, I have to sometimes correct them, so bitches get stuck with the idea that my name is Ed, or I go by Ed.
Did you do that with the last teacher?
Huh?
Or didn't you do that with our English teacher?
I have fixed it in college to where my preferred name is Raphael. Tested it today. They called attendance and they called me Raphael B. So I was like, fuck yeah, I'm good. I don't gotta say nothing. No one thought of me as Ed. It's weird, man. My little brother's name is also Ed. His middle name is Emmanuel.
Is it ED?
Yeah, ED.
Y'all both got ED?
ED.
Wow.
My dad's name, Edison Babayova.
See, that's a full name.
Yeah, I know.
But why did you guys
I don't know.
The short end of the stick?
I don't know.
Edison.
I don't know.
I like that. That's the first time. That's cool as fuck. That's actually kind of badass.
I want to name my kid Luke. Luke Thomas Babayova.
I was thinking about naming him.
Luke Thomas, man. Oh my God, that's a hard ass name.
That's a hard name.
I wish I could drop I wish I could drop the Babayova, but I have to have my last name.
Luke is mainly for white, so you should, because you
man,
like
the
Latinos,
homie. Listen. My homie at work named Luke. He's like one of my favorite people at work. He's one of the most handsome guys I've ever met in real life.
Show me him.
Paul, I don't have an Instagram, and I can't. But fucking, bro, he is so attractive, and his name is Luke, and he's Mexican. Straight up Mexican, all the way south.
That was Mexican. That's so crazy.
I know, and he's so, bro. We about to have a Persian Luke right up in this bitch, man.
Persian and Mexican, because your kid gonna probably be half Mexican.
Dude, I have no idea.
He loves Latinas the most.
God, I like blonde though.
And white girls.
Blonde hair is so cool.
White girls.
Blonde hair is so cool, man. But then long straight black hair that goes down to the ass is also nice.
Long straight black.
Look at us being misogynist, man. Women should.
I dropped my shit. I'll pick it up.
You suck, bro. Women should be able to look however the fuck they want to look, and we should just appreciate them, man.
Yeah, I appreciate the woman's beauty. I
guarantee you, there ain't no women that appreciate our beauty though.
That's true.
When we have this money though, shmoney though,
that's sad.
It's a whole different story.
We have to have money. Yeah,
it's sad. I almost wish it wasn't true. Like, I wish I could meet Angelina Jolie and like, not like you have to be a billionaire to date. Like Rihanna. Like, Rihanna's not gonna date some broke. Like, Rihanna's not gonna date an everyman. You know? It's like you have to be in her world.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's so
impossible.
Not fair. Yeah. It's not even impossible, because you could get rich, but then it's what, you're only gonna love me and be with me because I have as much money as you.
She's only gonna consider you because you have all that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like she's only gonna consider me in the group of people she might be with because I have the money, and then even then she has to pick amongst that group.
That's true.
It's like so fucking. You hear she broke up with her man in Dubai?
Yeah,
Her billionaire girlfriend in Dubai.
I heard something like
You finna slide in the
was
DMs.
he a billionaire?
He was a billionaire.
See, that's why she was with him.
Millionaire at least.
He was with her. She was with him. You know he had to have Dubai. This motherfucker had bread.
Or the Middle East or something. He lived in Dubai, but he was like Middle Eastern. Middle Eastern dudes winning, y'all. We winning. I'm Persian. We winning, y'all. That shit crazy. That shit crazy.
They not winning.
We winning, y'all. Not the war.
Black
we winning.
guys are winning.
Black guys
Chicks
are truly
fuck us.
Black guys are truly
real,
winning. Wakanda forever.
Actually, but the number one guys that are winning, to keep it real with y'all, and I know y'all might not like this, but white guys are the number one. They're winning out of everybody.
White guys?
It's white boys are
I've been meaning,
number one.
like, while you were saying that, I was thinking, are there any white people in Wakanda? Or was that's a purely, like, I don't want to be racist and sound, I don't want to say something out of turn because I genuinely don't know.
Yeah, it was,
there's no white people there, right?
I think it was only black because they're like African or something, or Wakandan, something like that. But I think because
them motherfuckers are like what,
yeah.
I wish we had technology like that, man.
That's
like,
next
shit
level,
would be
bro.
so crazy.
Man, we should have shit like that.
Hey, man, we probably
cool.
do. We just don't have any access to it.
Yeah, probably the government.
You ever watch like Joe Rogan podcasts about like the aliens, where he brings on like people who used to work in the CIA or like FBI and Area 51.
He does that,
and they talk about aliens and shit and experiences they've seen with UFOs and aircraft and otherworldly aircraft.
Check that out.
There was this one guy, like Bob Lazar. He used to work in like the alien, like he was an engineer. He worked in like the government. He was tasked with gathering details about like a flying device they had so that they could recreate that device.
Yeah.
He says it was a completely alien device.
How did they get it?
He says he was never allowed to ask questions like that.
Oh.
He's just like an engineer an engineer amongst a group of engineers who was there to help out. To what is it called? Not reiterate, like remake it. Remake it. Because what he described was like this ball that like a large like kind of ball that was like you would try and touch it and it wouldn't let you touch it. It was like anti-gravity.
That's so fucking awesome.
Yeah,
oh my
man.
God. That's so cool, bro.
Yes. It had no like propellers. There was no propulsion from what it seemed.
So cool.
It just that and like people like things like that.
Anti-gravity.
But like this is not known information. You know, like it's kind of known because it's kind of public now because people like put it on podcasts and shit. But it's like it's not general. Like the government won't tell you that. The government's out here saying he's wrong and saying he's like incorrect.
They'd be like he's crazy.
That's exactly what they do, and it's up to us to try and figure that shit out. How do you feel about that? You think the government has some crazy alien shit they're hiding from us?
Oh man, you'd be shocked, man. They working with.
I probably would. Like even my most unfathomable imagination would probably still not even be close to what it really is. It would probably shock the fuck out of me. You think they've already come in contact with actual like organisms, other life beings?
Area 51, like the secret forces and shit. Yes, they have come in contact with I call them outer world beings. I hate the word
off of this world.
Alien, because alien is more like foreign from the planet.
Gatorade sponsor.
Superman is a fucking alien, you know what I'm saying? But he looks human, you know, he's just from a different planet. But you know, it's just like aliens, the government's working with them for years. The government is years ahead of our civilization. We in 2020, the government is probably like 2,300.
You think that's a new royalty?
Yeah, like man, there's so much just going on that he has to learn and that y'all have to learn. Like,
what do you know?
Too much. I think if I were to explain what I know, you guys would have a headache or something. I don't think you guys would be able to understand. He wouldn't understand, you guys wouldn't understand. And it's okay, you can learn.
My thing is, you should always, if you have information, the best thing you can do with it is spread it. Make sure that information lives on. Am I right?
That's right.
So what you doing right now, motherfucker? Just not telling people shit?
The thing I will tell y'all is that, like, there's a warfare, there's an invisible warfare that's going on. And we as people are getting fucked up by it. But we don't see it because we don't see it. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
it's not on TV.
We believe what we see. You know, humans don't think about something they don't see. So, like, most humans don't really think about aliens and, like, every 2 seconds. They're on their own life. Maybe they have a job.
I hate to
this and
interrupt you,
that.
but I think we're too
know,
sober
you
for this
know.
conversation.
Too sober? Let's do it.
I'd like to take a good moment to shout out our sponsor, Legal Weed.
This nigga's
We're in
funny.
California under
so
Prop whatever the hell that got voted in. Recreational marijuana is now legal to those even under 21 as long as they have a recreational license for it, which we do.
Yeah.
Suck our dicks at the same time.
You asked for a promotion, but then so you suck our dicks. What the fuck?
At the same time, man. I fucking love. Can I help you?
Yes, you can. Hand it over. See, I
Weed
be
is
wanting to beat his ass, but he.
Weed is such a glue. It's like a glue and a dissolver, you know? It brings people together, but it also mellows you out and soothes you.
Yeah. He's right about that.
It's like I can feel.
My nose is so fucked up. I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay, man. It's like I can
can't
feel.
breathe.
You want to take a second to blow your nose outside, brother?
Oh no, it's
The good
cool.
brother.
I don't
The
have
good brother
snot.
Jaylyn.
I don't have snot here, but it's like there's something in here or something, and it's.
He gotta get that Lindsay
It's
Lohan nose job in
so
this
fucking
bitch.
annoying.
Lindsay
I
Lohan
fucking
nose
hate
job.
that.
Would you ever get plastic surgery? Because I think about it all the time.
I was thinking about it.
I want to do it to look like Leonardo DiCaprio style handsome. You know what I mean?
You
but
would
like,
get it?
or like Johnny
You
Depp
look
style
good,
handsome,
bro. You
bro. But it's just like I could look so like I need to be a 10 to compete with these bitches, bro. Like
You
it's
wanna
like
get plastic.
I don't even know if it's plastic, but just like reconstruction. I don't know, like I don't know something.
You hear 'em?
I want to look like a fucking 10, you know? Like, I want to look like young Johnny Depp. Oh my God. Young Johnny
Right.
Depp. Have you ever seen young Johnny Depp?
Titanic and shit. Hell yeah. Yeah, I know.
That's
Oh no,
Leonardo
never
DiCaprio,
mind.
you fucking
I'm
stupid
thinking
ass
of Leonardo.
idiot. Both.
My bad.
Both, to be
Johnny
honest.
Depp looks way better older, bro.
Nah.
He's crazy, bro. Johnny Depp looks sexy.
They
as
both
fuck.
look better younger.
He looked
They
way
both look
better
younger.
on Pirates
Johnny,
of the Caribbean, like with the whole goatee. I love his.
you know,
goatee
none of that is
older
real,
look.
right? The hair, the beard, none of that is real.
But that nigga looks sexy,
None of that is
bro.
real.
He had the makeup, and even now, like if he got the glasses, the hair, and he got the.
I thought I lost my AirPods for a sec, y'all. Mini heart attack. Oh my God.
That nigga's so attractive, bro. But you can look like a 10. Your face is good.
I hope so.
If you have a nice body, then you straight.
Maybe it's just because like I'm not gay and like I can't think of like I can't like
Not gay.
I don't find like dudes good looking.
Yeah,
So maybe I just can't even see myself as good looking.
I see.
But it's
You
like
don't find dudes good looking, but what did you just say?
I was literally about to say, but that's different. That's like there are girls who are like anti-lesbian, but still think Rihanna's bad. Like there are transcendents.
Oh,
you know what I
chicks
mean?
can easily do that. It's just
Not even that, but
like,
there
guys
are
could rarely
it's
do
not
that.
even that, but there are transcendent humans that are so beautiful. They're beautiful to both sides. You know,
think-
Rihanna
you think
is
young
like,
Johnny Depp is that beautiful?
when he was young.
Really?
When he was young,
I seen
man.
him when he was younger.
When he was
that
young,
good looking?
Leo too.
He look way
when
better
he
older.
was young,
Leo looks
when
better.
he was young,
Leonardo looks better, way better when he was young. But
bro,
Johnny Depp
in
looks way better when
what
he
the
got
fuck
older.
was it called?
He's crazy.
In what's the fucking play that guy wrote that's so famous that we all learn now? That has like the fucking Romeo and Juliet. Remember when he was in Romeo and Juliet? Leo DiCaprio. You probably haven't seen it because you're black. It's a white person movie.
I seen an old Romeo Jr. I didn't see like a recent more.
There's like the
90s.
recent one where they use guns instead of swords, and Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. It's really, you never saw it in
Is
English
it in
class?
the 90s?
Yeah, something
I
like
saw
that.
Romeo and Juliet, but I saw the one that was like in the 70s.
Crazy.
And that one was good as fuck.
That
But
shit.
yeah, I didn't see the one with the
Yo, that weed is good.
Leonardo.
Give me that.
I didn't see the one with
Yo, they was using guns instead of swords.
using.
You know what movie my homie did put me on though too? The midnight. It's called Mid-90s. Y'all should see it. It was directed by Jonah Hill. It's this movie about these little
Jonah
skater
Hill.
kids and shit in the 90s, like when skating was like starting to get popular and shit. You know, and the brands like kind of started to take over, like Supreme, Stussy, and Thrasher and all that shit. There was a siren for
That
a
was
second.
made in the 90s?
It wasn't made in the 90s.
It's
It's
just
just
called
it's just
90s?
called the Mid-90s.
I see.
Yeah. It's on Amazon Prime Videos. You guys should look into it.
I'm gonna have to check it out.
Now I was showing him a video of Gervonta Davis, the boxer known as Tank, yanking his chick out an NBA game while they're both front row. Like imagine this. Let me set the stage. Big boxer walks in, yanks his baby mama, who he's not dating, has a child with. They are clearly broken up. They both have moved on, I believe so.
He's not dating her?
No, they're not dating. I mean, you smash the baby mama every once in a while because you've already had a kid with you and you have a good bond. Probably. Yeah. I'm only assuming because I don't have a baby mom. But, like, still. Like, so this, your big boxer walks in, yanks his baby mama by what was, like, seen to be, like, you saw, right? It looked like neck. It looked like grabbing neck, shoulder, or it looked like here. It looked like he was really grabbing aggressive. One of these. Yeah. Very aggressive, yanking his baby moms out the thing. All the white people staring and going,
I know.
What I didn't show you was that she came back after.
She came back?
She came back and sat down like 30 minutes later and watched the rest of the game by herself.
Oh, okay.
Imagine how awkward that is, though. How weird you feel.
Everybody's like, damn.
Everybody's like, yo, all right? Like, yeah, you good?
You know what I'm saying? Look at him like, you straight, man.
What is crazy to me, okay, people are coming at Tank saying like, oh my God, abuse. Imagine like what he does to her at home when there's not cameras. Like, go get that man for physical abuse, physical assault. What do you think?
I think some people can be like super extra. Like, I mean, because he might never hit her.
Like, is that what you think? Do you think based on what you saw, him grabbing her like very aggressively and yanking her out the stadium, do you think that is a possibility that he beats her at home or not? Like, you think
that's a possibility?
It's a possibility. But what is it, like 50-50 he beats her, or like 60 he's not, 40 he is, or what you think? Like, it's very likely he is or not likely he is?
I think Gervonta grew up in the hood, and I think I don't know if he had his dad with him. He seemed like the type of dudes who probably didn't have their fathers, just from the way he carries himself. And,
it's true, man. I'm not gonna lie. I had a dad who, when my dad has hit my mom before. And it's like, when you see that, like when I was younger and stuff. So it's like when you see that, you just don't ever want to hit your girl. You know what I mean?
You seen that?
I don't think I've ever seen it.
But, like, you punched her?
I don't know. Like, smack? I don't know, something. My mom told me. Like, maybe smacked her hand or something.
Oh,
I don't know what the level of it was, but I know there was some physicality.
If it's smacking, okay.
I have no idea. I've never been like exactly what was
don't
it,
scare me.
Because it's like, it's not, one, it's not my business, and two, it's come and gone, and three, it was in a bad place.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I try and do actively what I can to make it better now by being a middle person and trying to help them out with situations when I can. When you see your dad hit your mom, it's like you really don't want to ever hit your girl.
Yeah, I'm all about.
You know what I mean? Ever. I don't think I could ever even grab my girl like that. Like up here,
I did something.
Here, maybe here. If my girl is making googly eyes at another man, I'm going like this and being, babe, come on, what the fuck are you doing?
If I see my girl doing that, I'm gonna turn it to Satan like in 0.1 seconds.
But like, what you mean Satan? Like, what you mean? You what's it called? Like, not Floyd Mayweather. Ray Rice the bitch? Knock the bitch out?
I'm not gonna
knock the bitch out like Ray Rice in the elevator?
I'm not gonna hit her. I'm not gonna throw her. I'm not gonna.
I mean, of course you have to say that now because we're on the internet.
Like, I swear to God. I don't believe in me hitting women.
You swear to God.
I can understand why some guys do it, but I don't hit women, and I never did.
You can understand why some guys do it?
Because some chicks can get in your head and in your soul, and they try to seem like this victim type shit, and half the times they're not victims. And it's like, what we might see a guy hit a girl, but it's like,
you don't know what built up to that.
We don't know what's going on. Yeah, she could have been egging him on, and she could have been the one.
My whole point is, I think that if there was a war between women and... No, I'm not even going to say that.
No, continue.
I think there was a war between women and men of straight physicalness. Most men would beat up most women.
I would run
Obviously, there are some I would run away because I'm not a woman. I don't even want a war of the genders like that. But if there was a war of the genders type situation, men, for the most part, I'm going to get myself in so much trouble by saying this.
Oh, no. Continue.
Men, for the most part, would probably beat up women. There are some outliers. There are some good women who will beat your fucking ass.
Oh no.
And there are some men who are pussies who
If
couldn't
there was
put
a
up a
war,
fight.
dudes would demolish women. It's not even close.
I didn't say that.
They would demolish.
I didn't say that. I don't believe that because I think it was not. I think it's way closer than we think. I don't think it's demolished.
There's nothing wrong with us being physically stronger. That does not make men superior.
It's not. It's the way the universe was made. It's not fair.
Yes, that's how we are.
I feel horrible thinking about it when I think of like how women have to walk home at night. That is the rough one. When it's like you're like, fuck. How do you like? You have to walk. You have to walk home and
I have
think
to protect some of these
and
kids.
carry.
Yeah.
They don't want you.
I know.
They don't want you.
And then they end up dead though, because they didn't want me to protect them.
And that's when you go laughing at the funeral. I told you so.
I'm an Aries. So
I told you so.
I'm an Aries, so that's something I would do.
Aries is crazy, man. I thought you were a Pisces because, like, I think every girl I've been in like a real relationship was a Pisces.
Aries, bro.
What time is it? I love Aries too, man. I love all my people.
Aries are the most raw.
You lost your
We're
phone.
the most
huh?
raw zodiac. Yeah, it just
Most
fell on
raw.
the side.
What time is it?
4:50. Damn.
What time did we start?
It's like 4.
Well, when I asked you to check the time, when was it?
I know it was probably like
4:30
minutes ago.
4:30?
Was it 4:30?
Who knows? Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going, man. Anyways, guys, more on the political spectrum. The Iowa Caucus was last weekend.
Yeah.
He thinks caucus only refers to Caucasus Mountains, where Caucasian people, the whites, are originally from.
Yeah.
He'll tell you that himself. I had to ask him what it was to make sure I said it right before the podcast.
Because you guys know Neanderthals, they came from the Caucasus Mountains. And Neanderthals are they evolved into white people. I'm in Homo
They evolved into all people.
Neanderthals are white people. I'm a Homo sapien.
Yo, that's kind of racist, my G.
We're all pretty much the same, though. We're all human. We just have different, but there's a reason why we all look differently. You see what I'm saying?
Because of different areas where there's more sun and
Different
less sun.
areas, yeah.
But
Climate.
that's it. That's it. Not
But-
because they're Neanderthals and we're
But
Homo
Neanderthals
sapiens.
came, the
Neanderthals
descendants-
became Homo sapiens.
The Neanderthals are white people, like what white people used to be. I mean, but we all looked like monkeys at the end of the day when we were evolving. We all look like monkeys. There's no difference. There's no.
I'm not high enough to understand that.
I'm getting super high right now.
We were talking about the Iowa Caucus.
Caucus.
Basically, like the final debate. Basically, a exhibition match of how many followers you have, almost. And I was told the Bernie Sanders sweep that shit.
Guess what?
He's looking to be the Democratic nominee. Now, if you don't know, I'm way in favor of Bernie Sanders because he's in for the legalization. I'll say that later. He wants to make college more affordable, free. He wants to maybe make more affordable housing, free healthcare. He wants to do a lot that I think for my generation would probably be very helpful. Yes. As well as the nationwide legalization of marijuana, which would be cool because that means I don't have to live in California where it's expensive as fuck just to be able to smoke marijuana where I want. I can live in Arizona where it's way cheaper, but I can live in the nice part of Arizona.
Yeah, desert.
Nah, there are like city places.
Desert.
There are like city places in Arizona, everywhere. I'm talking about affordable housing, bro. It's like $2,000.
It is cheaper, though.
It's like $2,000 a month over there for like a 4-bedroom house. It's $2,000 a month here for like a 2-bedroom apartment. Like
he's so right though.
Like okay, but like it's cooler here because of weed, right? So if he made that legal nationwide, I can live wherever I want and still have my weed. Because all I really need is my weed. It's my teddy bear. You know, we've all been through a lot of very traumatic experiences.
Matter of fact,
we've all been through very traumatic experiences ourselves, and we all have things we like to do. I like to do this because it's not that damaging to your health. And I see Senator Bernie Sanders agree with that as very well. He's looking to be the Democratic nominee for president 2020 to 2024, running against Donald Trump.
I'm going to let y'all know something.
And he had a hot take that is very the opposite of my take. Go for it.
Don't believe everything you see.
What you think?
Bernie Sanders look like an angel. he might not be an angel. You know, that's y'all, he's presenting an image to you guys, and you guys are eating it up. Because
You thinking he's corrupted?
I'm just saying there could be a possibility. You know, Barack Obama wasn't an angel like he presented himself to be, right? You know, like.
See, I don't even know much about that. I thought he was a good president. Was he not? I was
Barack
like
Obama
14 when he was
bad.
president, so I wasn't really into politics.
Yeah, but Barack Obama, I wouldn't say he's bad, but Barack Obama, he's also a puppet of the government. You got to understand, people that become presidents turn into puppets of the government. So he might seem like, oh, he's a good president. Oh, yeah, he's our black president. That's the liberal mind thinking. You have to look at the bigger picture. You know, there's a lot of stuff he was doing underground that we don't know about. We think he was just a good president, but he didn't want, first of all, he didn't even really do much for us, especially for black people. What did he really do? He didn't really do anything for black people. You know, and then it's just like, you know, you got black people like, oh, let's vote him because he's black. You got women voting for Hillary because she's a woman. But why are you
I'm not
voting
gonna
for her?
lie. There was the overwhelming thing of, yeah, Obama's black. Like, let's vote for the first black president.
That's why he got into president.
But then how'd he win twice?
But he's also
how'd he win twice?
He's also
He had to be liked.
He's connected to the other presidents. Bush, he's he's like cousins with Bush.
He's not cousins with Bush.
There's a whole food chain, family tree of all the past presidents. And they all connected to each other, like far away.
You think so? So it's like royalty.
Barack Obama isn't even full black. He's white. He's half white, and people continue to forget that he's half white. He's not a full black man. His mom is white. She's European or something. His mom is connected to Bush. You know.
Does he have the N-word pass?
Barack?
Yeah.
Of course.
Then he is black.
Yeah, but
That's all I have to say to that matter.
brother,
First of all,
he's
I don't want to hear about it again.
he's
You
as
want to know
much-
why? Because I don't have the N-word pass, so I'm not black. So there's no middle ground on that. I have it in certain places. It's not
I made you
viable
black.
everywhere.
I made you black. But look,
I've been through a lot that made me like that, but it's just,
you know.
yeah. Don't even say I'm black, because then when people are gonna come back to this podcast and be like, he's
true.
appropriating black culture.
Yeah.
No,
So,
motherfucker. I just
y'all motherfuckers gotta stop being so damn sensitive. Not everything is that damn serious. People just having fun.
I just have my own taste. I just am what I am.
Yeah.
You know how many-
He's just being himself.
Man, forget it. But I'm not even gonna get into people
you can.
who have
You
stupid
can.
ass ideas.
Don't even filter.
That cloud looks like a fucking bubble like that. Like the one with the circle and the triangle, the speech bubble. That cloud right there, man. Fuck, we can't be talking about clouds because people can't see this shit.
Where is it?
Give me this shit. We
That
about to
one?
make our own clouds. Shout out Plug and Play. Sponsor us. Please. Now, I wanted to talk about snitching. So you know about 6ix9ine, right?
Yeah.
You know how he's getting out earlier because he's snitching
Yeah.
on people who wronged him.
Yeah.
How do you feel about telling on someone? Are there ever any times when it's appropriate? Are you never allowed to do it no matter what?
If it benefits
Can you do
me,
it whenever?
Like me, I'm not like a tattletale, whatever, like, you know, back in like elementary.
Like mom, my brother took my cookie, or, you know, whatever. You handle it, you know, usually.
Yo, hell yeah.
Yeah, before you snitch.
That's my ego, you know, my pride. I'm not gonna tell my mom. I'll fade my fucking
But let's say
brother.
like someone robs you.
I'm telling the damn cop, fuck them. But if you live in the hood, you can't really be telling on people because these motherfuckers will come back at you and get somebody to take you out. You see, I say don't tell in that case because you need your life.
Over nothing like that.
That's the thing about
That's
the hood.
it.
That's the
Over
sad.
nothing, because I never grew up in like the hood, you know.
The
I grew up in like a little lower
motherfuckers-
middle class area. It's kind of like not the best area,
Motherfuckers-
but not the worst.
I'm telling you, motherfuckers in the hood would kill you for stepping on their shoes. They'd kill you.
Guys,
if you
I'm
snitched on them.
guys,
They
I'm
have
wearing
somebody.
I'm wearing $300 Supreme Air Force One.
They'd kill you for stepping on them.
If they stepped
Not all
on,
of them.
if they
Not
stepped
all of
on these shoes I'm wearing right here, I'd kill him. So I understand the stepping on the shoe thing.
Yeah.
But like robbing some, but like if you rob me and I snitch,
You're supposed to.
it's like, what, you're gonna kill me and then like
That, but that's the thing about
but
the
like
hood. They
oh
don't
that's
think.
just so stupid. Like
They're so corrupted by ego. They grow up in such a shitty situation. They turn into shitty people.
and you're not just talking about black people, right? You're talking about white people, any race, any race, in the hood.
anyone that's really from the hood. You grow up in the shit. I used to live in the hood for a little bit until I was 7. I lived in LA, and I had a great time because I grew up around the other kids and shit that lived the right. But I didn't know the warfare going on. I was just a kid, But you grow up in shitty situations in the hood. You grow up around killing, maybe a shitty parent situation and money and all this other
What
shit.
do you say to kids with those shitty parents? What is the best way to overcome
shitty parents?
Yeah. You go to school,
Go to school.
That's the best way you think. Go to school, climb that ladder.
Go to school and find something that you love doing. If there's something that you love doing, focus on that and make it your life.
We really love
and go to school so you can get money to get the hell up out of there. But
here case, I really love podcasts.
I love podcasts.
I love podcasts so much, and I thought, let me make the best podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I want to do. So it's like, fuck it. That's like, I'm still in school. I go to college, but I'm making this podcast, and however long I know I said this on episode 1. However fucking long it takes, we're gonna keep going.
Yeah.
Every motherfucking Monday night, Tuesday morning. We record these on Mondays. I post them Monday night. They usually upload by Tuesday morning. Why you give me that look? Like you mad at me? So that's usually what our schedule is. But anyways, Sally Utes. We forgot to talk about. So you don't think Bernie Sanders is gonna win at all?
Nah.
There's no chance.
If Bernie Sanders wins, he's gonna turn into the government's puppet.
Like Obama did? That's what you were talking about Obama for?
Did, like Trump did. They're all puppets of the government. These people don't make the decisions. They probably have think of the
one point that I can bring up against that for Bernie is that you can see he's old, right? He's 79, 74, something like that, 78. He's always been talking about the problems he's been talking about. So I'll give it to you in a sec. I'll give you the fucking weed in a sec, you goddamn pothead. He's always been talking about these issues he's been talking about,
Yeah.
The free healthcare, the college, the affordable college.
But what if we make him president?
Right, raising minimum wage. But the thing is, Obama was like a career politician. Hillary was Bill was a career politician. They all started somewhere small, kind of finesse the president position, and then they kind of did what they're told. I feel like Bernie is different. Yeah, and I know that sounds like such a bitch ass thing to say. Oh, he's different. He's different. But the evidence shows that he is different. Obama wasn't talking about the same problems he was talking about when he got into office.
That's where
before, when he was a simple politician in his 20s.
That's where he
wasn't talking about the same problems.
You see,
Bernie has.
He's talking about he hasn't
and
talked
for longer.
About. It's about what you do.
He's been in the streets protesting.
I could talk about. I want to touch the sun.
Okay, but he's been in the streets protesting with other people, going on these strikes.
But when he becomes president, shit is gonna change. He's gonna either turn into a puppet, or he's just feeding you guys what he wants you guys to think he is.
What I think is more likely,
I don't know.
God bless and God forbid, I hope this doesn't happen. What I think is more likely is him being removed from office somehow. I think he's way more likely to be removed from office than to be he's way more likely to win and get kicked out, or something happens to him and he can't go on. Yeah. That's way more likely to happen than I think him getting corrupted. It's not. I don't really think
he could be a good person. He can be a great person. He might have a great heart. He might be an angel.
But you think the president is just never going to be a good person?
The government will never allow an actual good person like to run shit in the country.
So what is the solution? Just no
The
government,
government,
anarchy?
The secret forces are on top of the food chain. The government is below the secret forces. You know, so they're not gonna just allow this. Oh, let's let them choose for our country.
Let's let this black guy win.
Come on, no,
yeah. That's what you think?
See, that was marketing. He's black. Of course, they already knew Obama was gonna get most votes.
It's like the reverse. It's like the reverse what they did with OJ.
OJ?
He's not black. He's OJ. It's like, you know how they did it. They wanted to make it. They wanted to tap. They wanted to like tap into his white side.
Yeah.
With Obama, they're trying to tap into his black side.
OJ is halfway, right?
I'm not even sure, but you know how it's like he looks like white or something. He's like light skin or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I'm not black. I'm OJ.
Yeah, they're doing the reverse with. They were doing the reverse with Obama. You think?
OJ, yeah.
Where it's like focused more on the fact that he's black and that you got a black president.
That's why he won. It's because Obama's black. And us stupid black people, a lot of us are stupid out here in America. Y'all know that shit. Please don't act stupid.
I don't like making it a race thing.
It's more of a race thing than you can even imagine.
Because it's just different, like it's just people back in the day who got more and less sun in different parts of the earth and are darker or lighter because of it. Like, I don't think race...
And a lot of race, culture comes with
okay, yes, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I get that. But, like, still...
Us black people, as you can tell, a lot of us are very, very similar. We share a lot of the very same things. Same with Asians, same with Hispanics. I can go on and on. A lot of the races share very similar things that they don't share with the others.
Besides different traditions and different looks. That's it. We're the same people.
We got soul. You know, we refer to each other as brother and sister.
I refer to everybody as brother.
He doesn't.
You're lying right now.
Black people.
You're lying right now.
Brother and sister.
You're lying right now because I always call you brother.
Check out that sister over there. You know what I mean? Like, check out that fine ass
You
chick.
never said check out that sister over there.
I never said that, but that's a part of our culture.
Why have you never said it? Why have you never said it?
Cringy and so
You've heard me say brother. You've heard me, what's good,
him.
Brother? Hey, brother. Hey, I love you, brother.
Oh,
what's
yeah,
good, brother? I love you, brother. I always say that.
He said he doesn't have soul, though. Like, he doesn't.
You get to just determine that?
I'm not saying you don't have a soul. You don't have soul.
What's the difference?
Soul means like that black essence. You know, soul food. You ever heard of it?
Yes.
Like fried chicken and all that other shit.
We just had fried chicken. Shout out Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Not shout out Chick-fil-A. You know why?
Why?
I'm going to tell you a really embarrassing story.
Oh,
I was at work, right?
Yeah.
I work at like a big market where they have like groceries and electronic items and clothing and stuff like that. And I was in the grocery department and I was off. I got off of work and I was getting some apples because I fucking love apples. It's my favorite fruit.
Yeah.
It's really like it's the fruit or vegetable I eat the most. I make sure I eat because it's good for you. It just tastes so fucking good, man.
Apples
I love slicing apples. Bro, I cut off. What? What'd you say?
They're not nearly number one level.
What's your number one fruit?
Watermelon and strawberries.
We all have different taste buds. No. I love apples, right? So I'm getting the bag of apples. I'm getting a big bag of dark red, juicy, crunchy apples. Sweet ass apples, bro. They're so good. Peel them and cut them up and put them in slices. They're so
You cut them?
Yes.
That's how you. Never mind. Continue.
That's how you know I'm white.
No.
I'm not even white. I'm Persian.
I was gonna say something else.
So you know I'm not black?
No.
Is that what you're gonna say?
But I didn't want you to get mad. So
I don't get mad. Say it. I'm not mad. You gotta say it.
That's how you know you don't have a big. Because big dick dudes don't cut up apples. We eat them.
What you talking about?
We eat the apple the way it is. We crunch on that mug.
I like not having to stop. Like, here's the thing. The core is like a bone, right? I don't like steak with a bone in it. Like, I don't like a T-bone. I like a sirloin that has no bone in it. I don't like chicken wings. I like chicken tenders. I like stuff that doesn't have bones in it, so I can just eat all the way.
Way better, but okay.
I like stuff that I can just eat all the way through and not have to worry about a fucking bone, you dumbass.
That's just like one part of the fucking obstacle. That's not even like.
I don't like a bone because then it's like I'm really eating an animal.
Really?
Yeah. Fuck that. When I
Pizza,
start
man.
hunting elk and deer, I'm not gonna eat the fucking. I'm not gonna leave the steak on the bone. I'm gonna take it
feels
off.
like you're eating an animal.
Back to my story. I'm buying a bag of red apples
My
at where I work, right? After
Yeah.
work. And this dude, right? He works in the grocery section. He has like a cart, right? He sees me and he stops. He's like, "Oh, what's up?" Right? Dude,
Yeah.
he's a Mexican gay guy, right? He's a Mexican gay guy. I'm gonna just say that's, you know, have a description of him, right?
Yeah.
I love you.
Chill.
Really? You're gonna say it outside, but you're not gonna say it inside?
Chill, bro.
He's a Mexican gay guy, right? And we were talking about, oh, I'm gonna go, like, what am I gonna do today? I was talking about how I'm gonna go get some food. He's like, where, right? I start saying I'm thinking about going to get a chicken sandwich from somewhere. He says, like, oh, like where? Like the Popeyes one? And me just being, you know, sometimes I'm just not even thinking I had a long ass damn tired. I say Chick-fil-A, because I actually like Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, low key, I really like Chick-fil-A, man. Like, that shit's pretty good. I think I'm gonna go get that shit. And he's like, oh, I've never had Chick-fil-A. And I'm like, why not? like an idiot. And he's gay, right? And you know how, like Chick-fil-A apparently supposedly supports anti-LGBTQ, anti-gay and queer,
Very liberal.
anti-gay and queer movements. So it's like, dang. So I wasn't even thinking. I said, why don't you like Chick-fil-A, to this gay guy? And he's like, well, I mean, they kind of support anti-gay stuff. And I was like, oh shit, my bad.
They support anti-gay, like things that are against gay people?
Yes.
How do they support that?
You've never heard that?
Chick-fil-A?
Yeah.
How are they supporting?
Like, they're very, very, very Christian. You know, like, they're very...
But do they say, like, oh, we don't like gay people? Or...
You can look that up, yeah. You can very well look. I think that's very documented, yeah.
So they said it.
Not they said it, but, like,
Okay.
people, things they support say it.
Oh, no, I ain't gonna do that because we on one podcast.
Whoa. You gotta do it. You gotta be real. Say it.
I was about to get happy.
Get happy. Why? Why we about to get happy?
But I can't say that. I don't want
What's wrong with I personally think that, like, all, like, if you love whoever you love, you're making a joke, right? You're making a joke, right?
I'm not anti, but I don't support promoting TQ. You see what I'm saying? I'm not anti.
It's not like they're against. It's not like they're supporting demoting it. They're specifically
I know.
supporting Christian values that are like, and like destroy all these people going to hell, things like that. Like, you don't believe that.
Chick-fil-A, they say?
Yes. Like, you don't believe gay people should go to hell, do you? Like, that's different. Like,
First of all,
saying, okay, there's a difference between saying, I don't think my 5, 6, 7, 8-year-old child should be taught about LGBTQ subjects in school, to saying, I think gay people should go to hell. That's what Chick-fil-A is doing. They're doing the latter, I hear, supposedly. This is all rumor, by the way. I have no basis. It's just everything that I hear.
I don't think, yeah. First of all, there isn't a hell to begin with.
But like, you don't think gay people should, like, go to prison or stuff like that. Like, things like that.
No.
Like, you just don't think your child should be taught these kind of subjects in school. And that's whatever for the debate. I don't even know about that. I don't know.
LGBTQ stuff being promoted on the internet where kids are watching this shit. And they get ideas, you know what I'm saying? They're just kids, but these are ideas running in their head. It could change their life, you know, like.
You know, an argument that I heard.
Like,
you know, an argument that I heard was like, you know, a kid is like, I'm not even saying I support. I don't know how I feel about that statement personally. I'm low-key supportive of, like, be whatever you want, do whatever you want, love whoever you want, do whatever you... I'm trying to eat on the fucking podcast.
Please?
No. I'm all supportive of be with whoever, love whoever, be whatever you want. It's your life, do what you want. Just don't assault anyone. But let me go on. Let me make the point before I get too high and I forget. Don't do that, but, like, don't assault, like, love whoever you want, do whatever you want. But I've heard from, I think it was Joe Rogan or some very popular podcast, that, like, if you start, or no, Charlamagne the God and Andrew Schultz, Brilliant Leads, if you start showing kids stuff like that, you know, they'll start getting into stuff like that.
Yeah.
Think about like a boy sees transgender stuff. He
Drag
starts
queen.
being wanted to be like that. Maybe makes the decision too early to chop off his penis. And that was influence. And then maybe because he's too young to make that decision, he can't go back once he thinks about that.
Yeah. There's a lot.
That was the example they gave, that when you have that kind of shit like taught in school, it could be a problem.
Yeah.
I don't know about the internet, because I think the internet is a free space where people could talk about anything. I think it's more important at that point to censor your kids from the internet, to just not give them so much damn time on the internet.
Yeah.
That's what I think that's what I think. I don't think it's their job to not say what they want to say. I think it's our job to just, the internet's a wild place, you know? There's a lot of shit, you know, that you probably don't want them seeing on there. You just can't give them, probably give them like an iPod with music and not that much internet, you know, safe internet, parental blocked internet, stuff like that.
I'm sure they'll have that by the time we have kids.
They have parental blocks on the internet now.
Okay.
You know, where they block like nudes and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. They try to do that on my phone.
Man, you jailbroke that motherfucker.
I'm like, I'm 20. Why the fuck are y'all playing?
It was recent?
Yeah, this shit was like 2 months ago.
Like your parents did it?
It just was like random.
So that you couldn't watch porn?
Yeah, but I fixed it somehow.
You're lying, right? That's cap. You're lying, right? You're lying, right? There's no way. Your parents really knew that porn was that much of a problem?
Nah. I don't think they had any idea. They wasn't even thinking about it.
They didn't even want you to start. You think?
Start? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But I already told them I have an addiction problem with porn. And
speak on it. You're holding the blunt. Speak on it.
but I'm trying to stop it, so, and they know this.
I know this, but I was just never gonna bring this up because I never thought this was gonna be something we're gonna talk about.
They never do it.
I've known it. You know what's so crazy? He says that the second or first time we ever hung out and like I smoked him out, which was also the first or second time he ever smoked. He's never smoked before he hung out with me. I took that smoking virginity of his. It was sweet and tart.
I never got high.
Sweet and tart. Like a fucking Tutti Frink drink from Starbucks. But I think it was the first or second time you told me you had an addiction to something. And I guessed porn. And you were like, no. But then when I dropped him off at the bus stop, you started talking to me about it, about how you would like jerk off 7 times a day, right? Something like that, an astronomical number.
Yeah.
Now, I was watching a podcast where people were talking about a similar subject like that. And he said at a certain point, he just stopped producing semen. Is that true? Stop going on Tinder. He's literally, I wish I could show you the phone. He's literally on OkCupid, which is just another fucking Tinder for bitches. Going on matches and shit, seeing if you got any matches. Chill. We're literally at the mall, bro. Doesn't even fucking get it. What the fuck were we even talking about, man? What was I even talking about before this?
About 4:15. It's like 4:25.
I'll murder you. We'll be done with it soon. Don't worry. Anyways, so you think Trump gonna win 2024?
I think Trump got like 75% chance. But I think if he does win, the Hispanics is gonna tear this shit up. They're gonna tear this whole fucking place.
There was a riot at my school. You could look this up. It was on the news. Cleveland High School. For like a couple weeks after Trump got into office. After it got out that Trump won and everything.
There was a riot. You see what I'm talking about, man?
Kids just going around stomping like, you know, no Trump, like just boo Trump, like all that shit. Impeach Trump with signs, not going to class, shit like that, man.
If I went in their class, right, this is why I'm gonna spark their ass up. If I went in their class, right,
he's so
fair.
I
asked them, hey, like,
there's no Jaylyn's left.
I'll be like, give me a reason why you hate Trump. Give me a good reason why you hate Trump. They're gonna be like, oh, because he built the wall from here to Mexico.
Most of the wall was already there. I was looking at this up actually. Most of the wall. He's only built a mile of new wall.
Yeah.
Any wall you see now is already there for just borders, just because there is like a fence, I think.
Yeah.
But that's it. He's only built a mile within 4 years.
That's the thing. Like,
so you say that's the thing. You think there's no reason to hate Trump. What about the Muslim ban?
Muslim ban?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what was that about again?
He just didn't let any Muslims in or out.
There was possibly a situation. I mean,
but don't you think that's a little racist? Like, that's kind of going back to the old days of like concentration camps where we had to hold all the Japanese people because like Japan attacked us.
but it's not like
when I believe that no American Japanese people or American Asian people even performed anything like that.
Wasn't Osama bin Laden Muslim?
I think Pakistani. I'm not sure. I believe so. Maybe.
But you see, like, Muslims got a bad image. So, but I'm just saying, like,
it's unfortunate, I guess.
If I were to ask, a lot of presidents did stupid stuff. But I'm just saying, if I were to ask these kids, why do you hate Trump? They wouldn't give me a real reason. They can't. They just be like, because he built the wall.
I just feel like the job of president is so overrated. Like, that's not even like a thing that should be there. One person. What are we? What are we? A monarchy? Were we like a king? Like,
that's what they have us thinking. It's the secret forces above the government. There's a food chain. The highest is the secret forces, which is the government. On the bottom of that, that's the government. You see what I'm saying?
To go back to the Gervonta Davis topic on the thing, I would never hit I don't think I could ever physically do anything to a girl. Could you? The only time is if she has like a gun. One of the best expressions I ever heard on the internet is if you have a gun, you're a dude. That's it. If you have a gun or a knife, you're a dude. You get stabbed. Like, that's it. If you go stab me or shoot me, you become a dude.
The girl kill you, man. If you don't hit her, man.
I used to go, bro. This school I went to, these girls, they have the long ass nails, right? They would get a hole puncher, and put a hole in the middle of the nails, so it would become like a double-edged claw on every nail. They get into fights like that. And they would scratch bitches up. Scratch bitches bloody, man.
Who did that?
Just girls in high school.
What years? Like what era?
2014?
2014? What the fuck you mean?
2014. Freshman year of high school.
They would put nails on a...
They'd have the long nails, a hole puncher.
Oh, yeah.
Bitches bloody.
You said they would be fighting each other like that, or?
This is not a personal story. This is a friend story. My friend told me this story.
What's the story?
That happened.
They were fighting like that?
Yeah.
What happened to the girl?
Just they were bloody and stuff. They got scratched up.
That's not something I want to see.
Oh, imagine your daughter doing that. Oh, my daughter. No, she wants to not have kids, but I want kids so bad.
My daughters ain't gonna get into fights, but I'm gonna be training my kids when they're young, like for reflexes and techniques.
How many kids do you want to have? I want to. If I ever got rich like Future, I'd have 8 kids like Future,
farm, bro.
But I want to have them with all this different women, man. I don't want to have a
Just
baby
3.
mom. I don't want to have a baby mom, man.
You can have a happy relationship.
I don't want a baby mom, man. I don't want a baby mom.
Nah, trust me.
I don't want a baby mother. I want a wife and like a family, a big family.
See, it might not work out like that. You're looking at it in a fairy tale ass blue pill. Like,
God willing.
You gotta look at it in a red pill. You don't know if you're gonna.
We talk about this concept all the time of the red pill and the blue pill. Pill. Do you want to live the fantasy, or do you want to be brutally honest with yourself in every situation possible?
There you go. That's the red pill.
And it's just like, I feel like if you have hope, it's better than having nothing.
But that hope can get you in trouble.
See, the thing is, I'm not gonna have kids till I'm 30 because I feel like I'm not even gonna know. I was in psychology class today, first day of college, and they were talking about how you don't fully develop your brain. The frontal cortex is not fully developed until you're 25.
Why does that mean you shouldn't have kids?
Because you can't make good long-term decisions. You can't think long-term about the girl you're with until you're really 25. Fuck that. I'm gonna throw 5 more years on top of that for life experience.
I'm good.
Wait till I'm 30.
I'm gonna have my kids now. This nigga might die before you have kids.
You gonna have baby moms, man. Like, the thing is, you're
Japanese,
talking about.
See, they clean baby moms. They ain't one of the bitches in the.
You're like, I don't care about baby moms as long as they bad as fuck. You're like, I don't give a fuck as long as they bad as fuck.
Pretty beautiful ass Japanese chicks, bro. In Japan, can't speak English. Only Japanese. Innocent as fuck. Better than these hoes out here. They would be real beautiful ass baby moms. You know, they be friends with each other.
I can't wait to get married and have a kid the right way.
I wish I could live like a.
You could just wait, you fucking
but
idiot.
You don't know if you could waste all that money on ceremony, the marriage.
I don't know if I'd spend on an expensive ass marriage. I don't believe the government should be involved in marriage at all.
Hell no.
Hell no.
Of course he should.
Hell no, right?
He the type of nigga to do he's the type of nigga to get on his knee in front of like a fucking cloud of people. This nigga.
Ooh, a public proposal? Nah, it has to be private in a
I've
special place where we can like fuck right after.
I've never.
It's got to be in a private place we can fuck right after.
Hell yeah, it's gonna be.
He's
private.
getting jittery because of the weed. I'm getting talkative because of the weed.
Oh, shit.
So we're gonna end this little podcast.
Yeah.
It has been Raphael and Jaylyn. We're just some dopes. So if you feel what we're talking, or if you think we're just some fucking idiots, you're probably right. But we probably more entertaining than your mom. So I'll catch you later. We're gonna catch you in a week. Deuces.